What it do, YouTube? It's your boy, Legendary James, and we're back right here, baby, with another episode 3 of the Oakland A's franchise. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are here. We are at the draft. It is time. We're coming off that game against Detroit, which we lost. Sorry for the lack of uploading, bro. I kind of got a little distracted, but we back at it. I'm going to be coming hard with this. I got a new series I'm planning on dropping and some, obviously, college football. I'm going to be probably dibbling and dabbling some other stuff too. Might start streaming again soon as well. So twitch.tv / Legendary James. Link in the description for that. As I do get a nice little text right here. Let's see. Okay. My boy's hitting parlays out here. But we go ahead and hop into this one today. Just looking at some of our pitching prospects here. A lot of our minor leaguers, dude, our pitching has just been off the charts to start the year for some reason. I don't know what's going on. But we are absolutely dealing. Like, look at everybody's cooking down here in the minors. Bullpen a little shaky there. But look, even a lot of sub-2 ERA guys in here. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Coming over to our hitting, Ruiz killing it. Capel doing his thing. Rooker doing pretty solid. Same with Seth Brown. And then the fall-off begins. Almeida Diaz nearing the Mendoza line. Carlos Perez doing all right, though, in relief for Shea Langoliers, who broke his leg right there, as you can see. He's still out for a little bit. JJ Bleday still done. Trevor May should be coming back off the IL pretty soon. But we go ahead and get right into the draft, baby. Here is some of the top guys we are looking at right here. Carlos Moya, we are going to add him. We're going to add a few guys here to our draft queue real quick. Angel Castillo, Pedro, Ruiz right there? Richard Azopardi. Few more guys we're going to add, but let's go ahead and do a little better of a breakdown just on a few of the top guys here, and then you'll get more of a breakdown as we get more into the draft. But Pedro Salazar is our #1 guy on our board, in my board, #3 on the A's, and #3 in MLB. Too bad we're picking 6, otherwise, man, he's looking like the real deal, man. Absolute stud it looking like, man. We could pray he could fall to us. If not, Angel Castillo here is another possibility for us. Looking like he's going to be a high B, low A potential guy. Love the, like a jack of all trades. His stats look all pretty good for his futures. Gehringer, not ranked at all, but 5th on our board. But if you look at the futures, I don't really see it there. He's got excellent stamina, but the rest of it does not look too great. So, we'll see how he turns out. I don't know how I'm feeling on that one, but Richard Azopardi looks very good right here. I really like the futures on him. He's a 52, 6 on our board. Tom Snowden, #9 on both the boards right here. He's looking like he could be solid as well. And then Mario Castro, another guy here, 66 ranked, but 11th on our board. That K and walk per 9 is disgusting, but the rest of his stuff looks pretty freaking good. So another guy maybe he could fall to 2nd round, and we could be a selection there. And then Claudio Del Villar, 83 to 93 potential. Ranked 10th, 12th on our board, and he just looks very well-rounded as well. Somebody else I am very interested in taking. So we're going to go ahead and get right into the draft right here. #1 pick is going to go to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and their selection is going to be, I don't know because you can't tell, but it is going to be the outfielder, Pedro Salazar, 80 to 95 potential, 19-year-old man, looking like a beast. He ends up going #1, unfortunately. Oh, I really wanted to get him. That was the guy I was really hoping would like slide to us. So it's looking like we're going starting pitcher right here. Let's see who else falls in this range. And based off the last episode right here, Chris Byers, we had him 100% scouted. We only had him ranked 60-30. Did not look all that. Definitely not early pick worthy like that. Maybe a late first, but yeah, definitely not looking like a #2 overall. So looking like the Nationals may have missed there. Detroit is gonna end up going, I believe, pitcher. No, they go Aldo Ramirez, 2nd baseman, another guy. Only got him 50% scouted, but same thing. He's not like a generational talented player. I want a high potential guy here if I'm picking top 10. So Aldo Ramirez goes there. #4 is going to be the Rangers on the clock. They're going to go Angel Castillo, the pitcher we had slotted as our #1 pitcher. But he is going to end up going to Texas, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him. And then one pick before us is going to be Earl Penny. So you see Castillo there. And Earl Penny, we didn't really have him scouted too much, 2nd baseman. He actually looks pretty solid, I ain't going to lie. Probably could have looked to scout him a little better, but even then, we have him ranked 35th halfway, so probably wouldn't have took him this high anyway. So looking at it right here, we got 3 minutes 40 seconds to decide. Carlos Moya looking very good, but that K per 9 is what is worrisome to me. I don't like how low that is. The walk per 9 is excellent, home run per 9 not too bad. Looking like a medium pitcher right here, nothing too crazy. Doesn't have like the high heat. Looking like he's probably more of a control guy. We're going to go over to the next option. Tom Snowden right here, ranked 9th on the board. Very well-rounded. The control and velocity ain't none too crazy, but he's looking pretty solid right there. Could be coming in at a decent overall as well. Claudio Del Villar, very well-rounded. I really like it. He's not elite at the one thing, but he looks very well-rounded. Love the control. Velocity ain't none too crazy. Home run per 9 looking pretty solid as well. 21, looking like he's going to come in, high 60s is what you would hope right here, with a probably high B to low A potential. Really solid prospect. We just got to get good guys in here. You want for sure things at this moment. Carlos Moya, man, he's looking good. He is looking good. I love the 86 to 98 potential. It's really enticing, but that K per 9 is really turning me off to him. Claudio Del Villar looks a lot more well-rounded. I love the high stamina. I love starters who could give me 7 to 8 strong, bro. I want 7 minimum from my starting pitchers usually. They got to at least get through 6. I don't like how this new way of ball is being played with the 5 innings and third time through the lineup they're switching up. Don't like it. Richard Azapardi also looks pretty good as well, but he's kind of slower on the MLB draft rank. I'm hoping we can pick him up in the 2nd round, or I believe we get a supplemental 1st round pick here too. But it's between these two, Del Villar or Moya. Looking at Del Villar, he's got a little more higher speed, a lot more variety in the pitching. Moya, he's got great stamina too, man. I love the walk per 9. The hit per 9 looks solid. Great control. Little more of just a well-rounded guy in Villar, and we are going to end up selecting Del Villar. We end up going with the more for sure, in my opinion, the more for sure thing. He's going to come in at a higher, looking like a better overall. I love the freaking the well-rounded. I want a well-rounded guy who's going to hit. The low K per 9 really turned me off, so we come here, we skip ahead. Aaron Richards is probably the guy I got slotted here 2nd, but the hit per 9, his hit per 9 looks atrocious, but look at that potential, 84 to 89. I know he's a high B potential guy, and that's what we want. We just want to get good potential guys in here. We got to build this farm up because we have nothing at the moment. Also, if Richard Azapardi, he's probably my #1 guy actually. If he could slip to us, I'd love that. Carlos Moya does end up getting selected right there. He goes, what number was that right there? I did miss that right there, but we'll see. We're going to follow him. He goes to the Cubs. Tobias Skinner was another guy we were looking at. It's center field, I do believe, but he wasn't too crazy. He goes 12 to Arizona. Looking at Homer Merrifield, 2nd baseman we were looking at. I was thinking maybe 2nd round if he fell. Love the contact. The fielding's great. Good speed, good reaction. But he does get selected here in the middle of the 1st. Who else is here? Brian Lenskow was also someone we looked at. Tom Snowden goes 8 to KC. And I think that's about it. And Richard Azapardi looks like he just went right there. Unfortunately, I was really hoping he'd fall to us, man, because he looks very good. I was really hoping we could snag him there next round. Jeffrey Palmer, another guy we looked at. Same thing, great contact, but everything else looks kind of mid. Vision's all right, none too crazy. I love the speed out of him. None too crazy though. We're gonna skip ahead a little bit more here. Mario Castro. That K and walk per 9 is disgusting, but love the stamina, love the hit per 9, love the home run per 9 is looking like the futures are gonna be great on him as well. Vinny Sutton, somebody else we could also target. Same thing, hit per 9. They all got one thing now. It looks like that's gonna be really weak. Abraham Castilla, low K per 9 as well. As we skip ahead a little more here, and I'm looking at Frank Ramirez, probably gonna be our guy here. If he can make it to us, we'll see, but he looks pretty damn solid right there. And as you can see, looking at our board, we got a lot of starting pitching. That's mainly what we found in the draft. Every time we looked at position players, nothing really impressed us. Jose Reyes right there, great contact, but none too crazy. But we do end up get to our spot here at 38. Frank Ramirez, look at the futures, just look excellent on him. I really think he could be something if he develops correctly. Huge range though. He is 18, so we'll see where he lands in the potential in the overall. But based off those futures, it's looking pretty promising in my opinion. 94 to 99 on his velo. on the fastball. I love it. 73% interest in us as well. Really love that right there. Mario Castro looks solid except for that K and walk per 9, bro. They both look pretty trash right there. That's really turning me off to him. Abraham Castilla looking like a low B potential guy. K per 9 looks pretty disgusting there as well. I want well-rounded, man. Hit per 9 looks gross. Vinny Felice, yeah. So we're going to bounce all the way back here. It is going to be Frank Ramirez going here with our, what was that round 2 pick, I guess? Or is this supplemental pick? But don't matter. He's our pick there. And then we pick again. Yeah, so it was a supplemental pick. And then now we pick again here to top off the second round. And the Nationals are going to select Terrell Cantrell. Don't know him. So we're going to come back right here again. We're going to look at some of the position guys we got. It's nothing too crazy. Floyd McMillan, excellent fielding guy. Doesn't look none too crazy, though. The hitting is really lackluster. Probably, you know, you could take a flyer on him just to get a little more diversity in the picks. Michael Burton here. Can't hit for shit, but excellent fielding. Ryan Humber looks trash. Rich Carmona looking like, I love the contact, the vision, the discipline. Could have a decent amount of speed. Looking like he's a C potential guy though, so probably maybe a little later. Jose Reyes right here. Excellent contact, excellent speed and stealing. Vision and discipline looking like they could get very good. But that's about it. Nothing on the field. Looking like he's going to have to like DH. Trevino, not too bad. Dave Fletcher right here, he's got high potential, but once again, I don't see it. Do you see this 96 potential in those futures? Because I really don't see it. Damian Sweeney right here, he's looking more reasonable. At least he's got some power, something that we don't really have in the lineup other than Rooker. Julius Ortega looks like he would have been solid, but only a C to high D potential. It's not looking too good. We get Ringer right there, same thing. He's got the great potential. The potential is really beautiful, but man, I just don't see it in his futures. The futures do not reflect that potential, so I really think that that rating's a little deceiving. Mario Castro right here, he's got some of the stuff, man, so we might end up going with him right here. That K and walk per 9 is pretty disgusting, but we'll see what happens here. Vinny Sutton, high potential. He's got a high potential output. Might go there. Abraham Castilla, K per 9 on him is also bad. Yeah, we're getting to the spot, I guess, where they all have about one weakness. Vinny Felice, not ranked at all, but 33rd on our board. Same thing, K per 9, looking pretty gross, but he's got good potential in the control and the break velocity looks all right. And we are going to end up opting to go right here with Mario Castro. With about a minute left to go here in the round, this is who going to be we select, right? Nope, I'm doing one more pass through, but I'm pretty sure that's who we go with here. Looking around, Abraham Castilla don't look too bad, honestly. That wouldn't have been a bad pick. Geringer looks great too, but freaking, I love the potential. I feel like it's just deceiving what I see right there. Dan Clark looks like same thing, nothing too crazy. Vinny Felice, K per 9 just got to get worked on. He's got the stuff for it, which is actually kind of surprising. His break looks pretty good for his futures. Vinny Sutton, I love that up to 98 potential. Castilla, a little tighter range there at age 20. Vinny Sutton, 73 to 98. And we do go with Castro right here. Do select him. With only, I think, like 10 seconds on the clock right there. I really couldn't make up my mind on that one. We do skip to our next pick. Jose Reyes ends up going. Dan Clark to the Rockies. Who else here? Ken Macy goes to the Orioles. Vinny Sutton almost makes it to us. He goes to Atlanta there. And some more comp picks there. Abraham Castilla goes. And Luis Geringer, I was really thinking he was going to fall to us. Not ranked at all on 5th on our board. I was going to take him with that next pick. But unfortunately, he goes just a few picks before us. That one kind of hurt. I really wanted to get him there. Vinny Felice still here though, looking like he could be solid. 76 to 98 potential. Low overall to start though, so he's got a long way to go. But he is 18, so that's the one good thing. Looking at the rest, we're gonna go into our position players again, trying to see if we can go with someone else. You don't want to go all starting pitching in the draft, which obviously we need it. We do need it really bad, but you want to see if you can find something else here. Michael Burton, like I said, he's got the potential to be a defensive all-star, and the fielding was a little low, but he's got the good arm. Rich Carmona, 117. I don't want to get him here in round 3 in the 70s. Maybe if he's there in the next round, we go with him. Who else do we got coming up here? Dave Fletcher, man, I love the potential. Looking like he could be something, but man, he can't do nothing, it looks like, off those futures. I really don't trust that right there. Damian Sweeney, looking like he's gonna be a B potential guy. Low B, but we'll take it. And 22 years old, he's got some power with him, got a little bit of speed. It's looking like good stealing ability. He's looking promising. I like him. Julius Ortega, like I said, dude, that boy's got a cannon and some speed, but I'm good. Fletcher, man, it's that potential again pulling me towards him, but I like that 80% interest in Damian Sweeney already. We are gonna go with him, get a little pop in the lineup. Hopefully, if he could develop. In round 4, we're going ahead, skip. We're going right to Rich Carmona. This is who I had slotted here at 4. Excellent contact futures. Excellent batting, basically. So we'll see if he can develop into a good bat for us. I would really appreciate that. Now we skip here to round 5, and Vinny Felice is still there. That 76 to 98 potential. The K per 9 is the only thing that needs some work on. His control and break, it looks very promising. So I don't think his K per 9 won't have a problem developing as long as that break comes through. So we do select him here in the 5th round. And then I believe our final pick right here is going to end up being Greg Wolf. Right here, 43rd ranked on our board. Once again, high potential range, but we'll see what it ends up being. And then now we got to go ahead and get into the signings. Claudio Del Villar got the highest interest in us. Frank Ramirez there with our 2nd first-round pick. And Mario Castro is going to be the next one. So we got 3 looking pretty good starting pitchers. Let's see if we can get them signed. We're going to go ahead and throw an offer at Del Villar right away. We already got decent interest in him. Might as well bump it up to 69%. We do get him signed. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Frank Ramirez, we got excellent interest coming out of him already. So we're just going to bump this up just a little bit, get it up to 75, and he will take the 1.89 million right there. Love to see that. Castro at 53%, probably going to leave him. So our next pick would end up being Sweeney, I do believe. 80% interest in us, excuse me. 85% with a little boost, and we will get Sweeney locked up as well. Anybody else on here? We got those 2. Carmona, we got to get a little more work in. And Vinny Felice at 69. I'm pretty sure we could get that one done as well. And look at that, 74 off the rip. And what? He ain't fucking with it this week, I guess. So we are going to just rock out with... Do we leave him there? I think so. But we do got to develop Castro, Carmona, and I guess 1% more for Felice this week. We go ahead and look at the All-Stars for this first season. Bassett, former A right there. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. We freaking suck. Who else we got in here, though? Zach Jackson is going to be our representative with a 1.27 ERA at the moment. 23 saves, 2 blown. He's doing his thing this season. And looking around the rest of the league, Marcus Semien, former A right there. Somehow Tony Kemp got in there. I had to double check that one. What the hell? I guess Tony Kemp got in. He's batting 260 right now, which I guess is good. That's not all-star material, though. And then looking around the rest, that's all we got out of the AL. Coming back to Vinny Felice, he's up to 75%. He will sign that deal right there. And right now, we're going to go ahead and get everybody signed, get through the trade deadline. We got a few moves we make as well. And we'll take a look at their potential overall to end the episode here. But going through, trying to get the last few of these guys signed. Castro, I believe we're going to just throw him an offer real quick. We got a little bit of money to play with. And he will take that extra. I think we bumped it up to like 2 something. And Carmona, we're going to bump him up some. I don't think he takes it, though. Yeah, a little too early. Greg Wolf right here. I believe. Do I let it play out? I think we do. We're going to go ahead and let it play out, and we'll get them signed at some point here. They're late round picks. We'll get them signed. Going into the Minnesota series, we do win that one right there. It's a nice little 2-1 series win coming out of the All-Star break. We're 40-55 at the moment, not looking too bad. Getting into some more negotiating right here. Carmona, Wolf, come on. One of y'all got a bend. Hopefully Carmona could end up developing all right. That'd be a pretty good pickup for a little 4th round pick. 617 for the bonus. He will sign that one right there. So that's good to see. And then right here, Greg Wolf, we bump it up to 68%, and he will take that right there. So all of our draftees have been signed. Now time to go to the trade block. Who are we going to throw on it right here? Fuji ain't been good. Almidas Diaz, I believe, is somebody we will opt to throw on there. Yes, sir. Este Rui, I really want to keep him and hope he could develop into something great for us. Who else we got on here to add? Jesus Aguilar, we do add on here, and I believe we're looking for one more guy in. Ramon Laureano is the other guy we add, and we are in need of everything. Unfortunately, you can't select everything, so we'll leave it on starting pitching, first base, and I believe I go with a corner outfield spot. I think left, right? No, Rooker's on left, so I'll go right. Even though Rooker's not that great in left, we're probably going to have to move him at some point. Another option, like I said, I think I mentioned it in the last episode. Do you guys think we should develop Shea Langoliers to be our catcher and move Soderstrom to first? Or should we end up letting Soderstrom develop a catcher and eventually we got to flip Langoliers? That's another option we got. And we already got an offer right here from throwing Diaz on the block. The Indians, my fault. Whoa. Don't cancel me. The Guardians in need of a shortstop right here. They're trying to offer us Yordis Valdez and a second base prospect in Aaron Bronco right there. They look solid, not too crazy. We are going to decline that. We're going to come back with a counter. I want to see if we get a B potential guy out of this. So we go with Rainel Delgado right there. And that would work straight up right there. And we tried to throw Cole Young in right there. They don't really agree with that. We need to throw him just a little bit more. The bar's not even there. You can't even see it up there. Pretty sure just any prospect would do right here. And we go with Ryan Noda. Can't quite get it done, but if we throw Jeremy Ironman in it as well. I know Noda's doing pretty good for the A's in real life, but we're in this universe now. He's not really looking too hot. We are going to go ahead and offer this deal right here and get Cole Young and Rainel Delgado. So 2B potential prospects for Diaz, who's got one more year left on his contract. The Guardians were in desperate need of a shortstop. I don't think they even have one on the roster. So we do get a nice little deal out of that. And then we are going to promote I just dropped my phone. We are going to promote Nick Allen up to the major leagues, and Tyler Wade is just going to end up starting at shortstop full time. And the Astros, we are going to win that series 3-1. That's interesting after getting swept by the Blue Jays. And now Laureano, we're going to offer for Hyjin Ryu. We're going to decline that right away. We want prospects. Right here, Jace going to get hurt. Another offer right here. Cubs offering us Edwin Rios right here. They don't really need a right fielder, though. They got Suzuki. Their outfield's kind of set right now. I don't know why they would want to do this deal. But just peeking at what they offered us, it's a 28-year-old third baseman. We are going to decline that one. That one didn't make too much sense. And now we go to the Twins offering us a deal. Will Holland, very busy deadline here. We're getting a lot of offers. Will Holland, a little C potential guy. None too crazy. The Twins, looking around. What do they got here? Looking at, trying to find us, see if there's a prospect for us to work with here. They do need a first baseman. Alex Kilroff does not look too hot at the moment. He is struggling. So we'll see what the Twins would offer us. Aaron Sabato, a C potential first baseman with some good power. Might develop into something. He is 23, unfortunately, but that's something. You know, I think that's fine. We'll take a C potential prospect. We really don't have anything else down here in the minors. Jordan Diaz is there, but we'll go ahead and take Sabato, throw him down in Double A, and we'll see how he ends up doing down there, right? I believe Double A. And yeah, he's just going to take Trenton Brooks' spot there. And we'll see how he does. Coming back here, we are going to be looking at our lineup. And I believe, yeah, we have to throw somebody in at DH now. And I believe we end up throwing Odubel Herrera in. He is excellent against lefties. And we're just going to move Brent Rooker to DH in this situation right here. And what else we got right there? Jordan Diaz batting, I believe, 300 right there against lefties. So he's doing his thing. Love to see that right there. Odubel is not hitting well at all. But if we throw him against just lefties, hopefully he can do something. 280, my fault. 280 for Jordan Diaz. He's doing his thing, though. I like that. It's good to see out of him. Yeah, so we rock out with that. And we are going to promote Kevin Smith just to be a bench guy for us. Just a utility guy. He can play a few positions. 43 and 63 here nearing the end of the deadline, and Brent Rooker getting an offer right here. And this one was actually a little tempting. J.R. Ritchie, 66 overall guy, looking pretty good, man. Nice little reliever too, but we are going to decline it. I do really want to try and keep Rooker for as long as we can. I'm hoping within 3 years we can develop some sort of team to compete. And hopefully, I really want Rooker to be a part of that. He's kind of like a homegrown guy, not homegrown guy. We obviously just picked him up off waivers last year, but someone we've discovered, and hopefully he could continue to develop. And yeah, right here, Tyler Soderstrom is going to be hurt, out 1 to 2 months. So I believe that's basically going to end his season unless he comes back a little early. But we get to look at our prospects now. Claudio Del Villar, 88 overall potential with that first pick. Love to see that out of him. Would have loved to see a low A. If it hit 90, that would have been a little better. But 65 overall coming in. I really like to see that. Frank Ramirez, 70 overall starting. So he's actually even better than Villar to start at 18 years old. Potential is not as high, though, at 85. But he's looking very cute right there. I really like to see that. Mario Castro, Jesus. That K and walk per 9 is as bad as I thought. 85 potential. That really has to get worked on. So he is going to be a long project down there in the minors. Damian Sweeney barely hits that B potential. Excellent power guy, good speed, but that's about it. We'll see what he can do. Carmona comes in at a 68. I was really hoping he was going to be a C potential guy. I was hoping like a 75, 68. Pretty gross, man. I mean, he'll look cute down in the minors. We'll see. Maybe his potential goes up. But we got two A potential guy right here, Vinny Felice, 91 overall potential. And then 88 out of Greg Wolf. So we end up out of this draft with 4, 5, 6 B or higher players. Vinny Felice, I guess, is technically an A. It's close, though. But they're both very low overalls in Vinny and Greg Wolf. So they're going to need a lot of development. And we're going to go around and look at some of the other guys here in this draft class. Michael Burton right there was the excellent fielder we saw. 79 potential, none too crazy. Angel Castillo went number 4 overall, 68 overall to start, 89 potential. He's looking like he's going to be a very solid pitcher for the Rangers, so we are going to probably have to deal with him, unfortunately, but that is going to be an interesting one right there. Vinny Sutton was somebody we could have also selected. I think Kawhi got him with that 3rd pick. I don't remember. No, I don't think so if he's going this early. But 86 potential. He's looking like he's pretty solid. The overall is pretty low for him to start, but that's not too bad. Jose Reyes, right fielder, we were looking at 79 potential, 18 years old, and he's got one hell of a bat and speed on him, but same thing, not much fielding. So we'll see what that ends up being for him. I really like that contact, though. The vision's pretty solid, too. Discipline needs some work. Batting clutch is amazing at 72. That's really, really good. And I love the speed. But, he looks all right. None too crazy. I'm happy we took a pitcher instead. Looking elsewhere here, Cesar Gonzalez, none too crazy. Out of the Mets, Boris James, somebody for the Phillies. Terrell Cantrell, it was a reliever that got picked. Chris Byers was the top prospect originally. He ends up just being a 78 overall second baseman, so he was a pretty big whiff right there. But Cantrell looking like he's going to be a pretty good reliever in the show. Carlos Moya, 94 potential. Yeesh, but that K and the home run per 9 and a 63 overall to start, he is definitely a project. But man, he's got the stuff. His break, control, velocity all look pretty solid with the 85 stamina to start off with. We'll keep an eye on him throughout this series. I really want to see what he ends up being. Reds don't do nothing too crazy. Brewers have a whiff in the draft. And Pedro Salazar, ooh, man, why couldn't we get him? 75 overall. 69 contacts, 80 contact versus lefties. Excellent vision, discipline. The arm is pretty weak, but that's about it. That's the only knock on his game. Excellent speed and power, I guess, too. But he looks excellent, man. He's going to fly through their rankings pretty quick, I'm guessing. Jeffrey Palmer, center fielder we were looking at. Not too high. 76 potential, none too crazy. So happy we did not end up selecting him. But 66 overall to start is definitely not too bad, so if you get up to that 76, he might be a borderline major league player. Tobias Skinner, big whiff right there. I don't like that pick right there for the D-backs. I believe at like 15 or something like that. And Gehringer, a 94 overall potential, 68 overall starting, and the K per 9, walk per 9, all that does not look too bad. The velocity and control and break aren't great, but he is freaking, he's like the definition of well-rounded right there. Very hit per 9, good stamina too. You could argue that one kind of hurt. I wish we went with him instead of Castro with that third pick. So that one kind of hurt. Aaron Richards was someone we were looking at there too, but man, I had to double check it again. Man, probably should have went with him. Should have went with Gehringer there. Aaron Richards, the Dodgers get him, and he looking like he's going to be pretty promising. 84 to 89 potential. He ended up being 85. That hit per 9 is disgusting, so hopefully he could develop it, but really wanted to get him, but he wasn't there with that third pick. But Abraham Castilla was, and they also got him as well. So they got two pretty solid starting pitchers, in my opinion. Carlos Medina, first baseman, good power, 89 potential. He looks like he might be something. Giants go with Homer Mayfield, 78 potential, not too crazy. Dominic Sweeney, 87 potential center fielder right there with a third pick for them. Not too bad, not too shabby. 71 overall for Homer to start too, so that's pretty damn good. Continuing to go through here back into the AL. Richard Azapardi, someone I was really interested in getting. I was hoping he'd fall to us at 2 in that the comp pick in the first round. But man, he ends up getting selected by Blue Jays. He's 86 potential, 67 to start. He's looking like he could be solid though. I really want to keep an eye on him. And who else we got here? Aldo Ramirez, 89 potential second baseman. This was the guy you wanted to get if you were looking for middle infield help. I believe he did go before we selected though. Yeah, I believe that's 3rd overall, so we wouldn't have been able to get him anyway. Tom Snowden ends up being an 85 overall. And Glide Garrison, never saw this guy freaking, but he looks like he is the shit right there. That's a good pickup for I believe that was the Royals right there. And looking at the rest of our division, they don't really do much. The Angels whiff on their draft pretty hard. Look at that, 85 to 90 scouted potential shortstop ends up only being a 78. That is tough luck right there. Hate to see it. But yeah, they kind of whiffed there. Damn. He's got an excellent glove and good speed, but man, he cannot hit for shit. But hey, I look at our draft, I think we did pretty damn good. I think that's a pretty good draft. The only thing I think you can get me on is Gehringer. We probably should have took, or yeah, that's about it really. I really think maybe more position guys, but every time we scouted, I didn't really see nothing too crazy. Rooker, we are going to just extend on a nice little cheap one right here. I probably should just went with a multi-year one off the rip, save us a little bit of money, because I have a feeling he's going to develop. But who else we got here? Zach Action Jackson right there. And do we end up offering him a decent deal? I think we do. 4 years. Now I'm saying I thought I extended him a little longer, but I was like, what the heck? We could renew him, but I think, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and offer him a nice little 4-year deal, just $7 million everyday starter. Hey, get him locked up. We get our power guy in here. He's already got 27 home runs, and he does take that deal. So we got our outfielder for the future for now. He's looking like he could be pretty damn good. We might have to move him to DH at some point. He probably will get moved to DH at some point. Ruiz, really want to keep him. I really hope he develops pretty well in this series. 96 speed, 73 stealing. That needs to be even higher because that man is leading the league in steals. He's doing his thing. Fuji's not really doing too much at the moment. But same thing. Shea, what do you guys think? I'm obviously going to bring him back, but do you guys think we should develop him at catcher and then just let Tyler move him to first and let him develop there? I don't know. I think that's a pretty good option if you ask me, but we'll see what we could do there. Whole lot of people we got to extend if we do want to do that, but that's going to be it, man. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like, hit the subscribe button for more. We're probably going to come back with a gameplay and end of the season next episode and then to the offseason, man. So I'll catch y'all then. Peace.